you remember back in the 5 Points? The fire was in the air. The streets were hot as a harbor hell. The bodies was everywhere. Old Johnny jumped up on a burning plank and he roared out to the sky. I didn't come here to America to give up the ghost and die. I didn't come here to America, cross the raging foam, dark a slave in a pigsty. Came here to find a home where I could live in dignity. Oh, me and a pie, don't go messing with me and me family, or I blow these 5 points to the sky. Yeah! Diddly diddly da da do, diddly da diddly do 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 do. Soldier boys are running wild, jump on the gates of hell. I must get to St. Patrick's, ring the warning bell. I won't join their bloody army, so to burn down Kerosene Row. To hell with your kings and your presidents, let them fight their own bloody wars. I didn't come here to America, cross the raging foam, down like a slave in a pigsty. Came here to find a home where I could live in dignity. Oh, me and a pie, don't go messing with me and me family, or I blow these 5 points to the sky. Yeah! Don't say you love me, less you really do. I haven't got time to be wasting on the likes of you. Don't say you sleep with me, less you'll follow through. Soldier boys are closing in, they'll be cracking heads with a price of gin, but you better look out, cause here come the boys in green. Do you remember back in the 5 Points? Fire was in the air. Streets were hot as a harbor hell. The bodies everywhere. Old Johnny jumped up on a burning plank and he roared out to the sky. I didn't come here to America to give up the ghost and die. I didn't come here to America, cross the raging foam, dark a slave in a pigsty. Came here to find a home where I could live in dignity and home. Me and a pie, don't go messing with me and me family, or I blow these 5 points to the sky. That song was about the old immigrant area in New York City called the 5 Points. I want to take you back there to the long, hot summer of 1863, when the 5 Points was known as the most notorious slum in the world. Charles Dickens himself, on a visit there, proclaimed that debauchery has made the very houses prematurely old. Mr. Dickens probably had a point, because the 5 Points was dark. It was dangerous. It was full to the gills of saloons, brothels, and dance halls. Any vice was possible there for a price. So what then was a nice, genteel man from Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania, doing there? I'm talking about Stephen Foster, commonly known as the father of American music. Well, perhaps Mr. Foster had a taste for adventure. If so, he was in the right place, because at that time, the 5 Points was the center of the universe, the crossroads of the world. The Irish had been pouring in there for 20 years, fleeing pestilence, famine, and political oppression in their own little country. And by the time Foster got there in 1860, they were battling for control of the streets with the Know Nothing Party, were basically gangs of native-born New Yorkers who took great umbrage to the fact that the impoverished Irish had come there in swarms and had turned their beautiful city into a living sewer, as they said. In the midst of all of this, there was a very strong group of freeborn African Americans. Now, they owned the dance halls. They worked on the docks, and they drove the horses and carriages. So they were, a number of steps up the social ladder from the impoverished Irish. But the Irish, they're always unique in some way. They were the first ethnic group to arrive in the U.S. with equal numbers of men and women. Some of the men, especially those who came from the very poor rural areas, cracked under the unfamiliar urban pressure of New York City and retreated to the pubs, the saloons, and the shebeens, or else they lit out for California, where the gold rush was in full swing. This left, of course, a surplus of young Irish women who looked up the social ladder and entered into relationships with the African Americans. This was so common that there was an actual name for the couples. They were called amalgamationists. And they fit in pretty easily into the free and easy ways of the 5 Points until the Civil War. The Civil War, of course, changed everything. And in particular, January the 1st, 1863, well into the Civil War, when a gentleman from Springfield, Illinois, proclaimed the emancipation of the slaves. Now, the Irish had no real big deal with that, but they did fear this huge influx of newly freed slaves coming into New York City and providing competition for the low-level jobs that they were trying to get. To add fuel to the fire, 3 months later, the draft into the Union Army was instituted. The Irish didn't care for this at all, particularly because of one provision in it, that if you had $300, you didn't have to join the army. The Irish hated this. They called it rich man's war, poor man's fight. Now, the Irish and the African Americans got on really well up until this point. They danced together, they drank together, they sang Stephen Foster's black-faced minstrel songs. But everything started to change at this point. Now they began to look at each other suspiciously and to carve out whatever turf they could, because they knew, they could feel something was about to break. Stephen Foster looked on as his music began to take a more martial beat, and the words became more strident as the two ethnic groups squared off against each other. Camptown ladies, sing this song to the Camptown racetrack, 5 miles long. Oh, ti-tu-ta-ti. Go down there where my hat caved in, tuta. Come back home with a pocket full of tin. Oh, ti-tu-ta-ti. Going to run all night, oh, I'm going to run all day. I bet my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bait. I don't believe this song I sing. Tuta, I'm making fun of my black brethren for the Yankee dollar a day. Paddy is the lowest breed. Paint his face, deny his creed. America 1863. Ah, Tuta-day. Tell us, Paddy. I don't begrudge them blacks being free. As long as they don't mess with me for the Yankee dollar a day. So mix my jigs with the Negro sway. Dance all night, dance all day, but you better not take my job away. Oh no, yeah. Tell us where you came from, Patty. I still feel the hunger in my bones. But I ain't never ever going home. Want that Yankee dollar a day. So watch me dance with my black face on. Smile when you wear my Negro song, but you won't be laughing when this war is won. Oh, no, I'm going to work all night. Oh, I'm going to work all day. Home of the brave, land of the free, and the Yankee dollar a day. I'm going to work all night. Oh, I'm going to work all day. America 1863 on the Yankee dollar a day. Yeah. Who was Stephen Foster? Well, he was born just outside Pittsburgh in Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania, on July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years after the Declaration of Independence. He was from a pretty well-off family, although there was someone on a financially downward spiral at the time. He received a good education, but right from the start, Foster was crazy about music. It was said that as a child, he could pick up any instrument and make it sing. Now, like many young musicians of the time, he got caught up in the whole blackface minstrel craze. This was basically music that poked fun at African Americans. But Foster, even in his early days, was trying to make this form of music gentler and kinder, probably because he'd been taken to the black Pentecostal churches by his African-American nanny, and he loved to raise his voice to the hymn singing. He moved to work as a clerk in Cincinnati, Ohio, at the age of 21. And at the age of 21, he wrote a song that was to change his life. The song was called "Oh Susanna," and it swept the country. And Foster became the first viral artist because "Oh Susanna" coincided with the invention and the popularity of the telegraph. Newspapers of the day are full of accounts of "Oh Susanna" being heard in Singapore, in Shanghai, in Dublin, London, in New York City, in San Francisco, all at the same time. And this had never happened before. Music had always moved slowly and with people. Now, all over the world, people were singing it at the same time. And people were making money out of it. Foster, however, sold the total rights of the song for $100. I don't give a damn. Listen, the whole world is singing my song. I'm on my way. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Come to Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Gone to Louisiana, my true love for the sea. Rained all night today, I left the weather, it was fine. Sun so hot, I swore to death, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. of the night when everything was still. Thought I saw Susanna girl coming down the hill. A whiskey jar was in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. The army's coming home from war, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna. There was only one woman ever in Stephen Foster's life. Her name was Jane McDowell. She was the daughter of a prosperous, well-to-do Pittsburgh physician. Foster married her when he was 24 and she was 20. It was a total surprise to all of their friends because Jane never seemed to have any interest in music, and up till then, Foster didn't seem to have any particular interest in the ladies. They had a daughter, Marion, 9 months to the day after their wedding night. And this led to a lot of eyebrow raising right down to today. And a lot of speculation about the nature of the relationship. They stayed married, but separated frequently. Jane followed Foster after he moved to New York City in 1860, but the daughter of a Pittsburgh physician did not fit in on those mean streets of the Five Points, and she left him there at the outbreak of the Civil War in 1861. The marriage is reckoned to have been unhappy, but at least once in their marriage, there was a point in time when Foster had great affection for Jane, his Jeannie. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour, many were the songbirds that warble them o'er. Oh, I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor in the soft summer air. Oh, Jeannie, I long for Jeannie with the darling smile, radiant in gladness, soft with summer eyes. I hear her melodies like joys gone by, floating round my heart like the fond hopes that die, sighing like the night wind, sobbing like the rain, wailing for the lost one that comes not again. Oh, I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor in the soft summer air. Come, Jeannie, let's dance to your song, girl. Come on, I wrote it just for you. Dance and drink wine to our happiness. Oh God, I can see the very melodies dancing right in front of me. All I have to do is reach out and grab my next one. I'll write it just for you, Jeannie. For you, Jeannie, my Jeannie with the light brown hair. Who knows what goes on inside the privacy of a marriage? Who knows why Jeannie left Foster behind in New York City? He could be difficult, could be unconventional, totally wrapped up in his music, haunted by drinking and other demons. What ails you, Stephen? You could have happiness here with your family, yet you push us away. Nothing ails me, woman. For God's sake, why do you always keep insisting that something ails me? We do know that Foster moved to New York City to further his songwriting. But was he searching for something else there? And did he find it on the streets of the Five Points? It was a world totally removed from the small town certainties of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Foster, he could be a difficult person, but the one thing that has come down through the years is this suspicion that perhaps he was gay, and that was the problem between himself and Jeannie. Who knows? The one thing we do know for certain is that after Jeannie, he had no interest whatsoever in women. At first, Foster was revered in the saloons and the dance halls of the Five Points. Everyone welcomed him, including the immigrant Irish. For Foster had this deep wellspring of longing and loss in his music, and that was something that the Irish in their immigration could well relate to. But there was another reason. There was another song. A song that they loved because it was rooted in an Irish melody. Did Foster hear a young Irish tenor sing that song late one night in one of the saloons? Did he grow fond of that young man? And did that young man explain to him just what the song meant to him and to the Irish? Thou wilt come no more, gentle Annie, like the flower, thy spirit did depart. Thou art gone, alas, like the many that had bloomed in the summer of my heart. Shall we never more behold thee, never hear thy winning voice again? When the springtime comes, gentle Annie, when the wildflowers are scattered o'er the place, we have roamed and loved mid the bowers, while thy downy cheeks were in their bloom. Now I roam and love 'neath the flowers as they mingle their perfume o'er thy tomb. Shall we never more behold thee, never hear thy winning voice again. When the springtime comes, gentle Annie, when the wildflowers are scattered o'er the place. That song reminds me of home, though I've never been there. It's so real I can almost reach out and touch it. It's a song of my people, the language of their souls, all the things they long for, all the things they'll never see again. Shall we never more behold thee, never hear thy winning voice again? When the springtime comes, gentle Annie, when the wildflowers are scattered o'er the plain, by the streams and the rivers where we strayed, you and I will return back home again. What kind of a person was Stephen Foster? You know, on the few approved pictures of him that we see, he stares at us, morose, melancholic, withdrawn. But such a figure wouldn't have lasted an hour in the 5 Points. Now, Foster was a confident, commanding figure who strode those dangerous streets and frequented the rowdy dance halls where he loved to watch the Irish and the African Americans trade dance steps in their competitions, dance steps that would later go on to be called tap dancing. Listen to them. They make music with their feet. No, it's a miracle. Oh, by God. It's no miracle. It's American. It's our music, our dancing. Likewise, he was no stranger to saloons. He took to writing his songs in the back room of a seedy, dilapidated 5 Points bar, dive, where he sat in the back room and tapped on imaginary piano keys on a rum-soaked table and thereby wrote his songs. He loved to get into the African-American music and the Irish music, and loved to watch the bands that were composed of both races. And he was just trying all the time to come up with this new music, something that would be deep inside himself. Why should we play second fiddle to the Europeans? We have our own music. It's as good as anybody's. All we need to do is write it down. Let the whole world hear it. He loved to stroll through the streets of the 5 Points and listen to all the songs and the sounds that were coming in with the waves of immigrants that were passing through. He had always been interested in the African American rhythms and the gospel sounds, and now he began to experiment with the tempos and with the phrasings and to introduce the rhythms into his own music. In the eyes, unveil the heart. Every pure and tender feeling, all emotions worth revealing. To the eyes, their glow impart. Words are often couched in smiles, and the best of lips may falter, and confiding smiles may alter. Place no trust in people's smiles. 'Tis the eyes unveil the heart. Every pure and tender feeling, all emotions worth revealing. To the eyes, their glow impart. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis the eyes. 'Tis the eyes. If your heart should heave a sigh for a fair and cherished maiden, though her lips with love be laden, place no trust in people's sighs. They reach impulse of her soul turns to you in truth and candor. There each secret passion wonder her eyes cannot control. 'Tis the eyes unveil the heart. Every pure and tender feeling, all emotions worth revealing. To the eyes, their glow impart. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis the eyes. 'Tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis, 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 'tis the eyes. 'Tis the eyes. In the eyes, unveil the heart. But the ground was shifting beneath Foster's feet. The Civil War was changing everything. First, Foster didn't care. He was just so involved in coming up with this new music, something deep inside himself, something profoundly personal. The only problem was no one wanted to hear it. The times called for martial music, marching through Georgia, the battle hymn of freedom. Increasingly down on his luck and desperate for money, Foster, he tried his hand at this, writing songs like that, but his heart wasn't in it, and it showed. The streets outside were changing too. the pressure mounted. Suspicion and resentment was growing against African Americans. Resentment, too, was rising against the amalgamationists, the African American men and their Irish wives. And everything outside was just working against Foster. Foster, at first, he tried to deal with it, but he couldn't. Way down upon Swanee River, far, far away, that's where my heart is turning ever. That's where the old folks stay. All up and down this whole creation, sadly I roam, still searching for my broken nation and for the old folks at home. Oh, the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, comrades, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. All along the little streets I wandered when I was young. All of the happy days I squandered, all of the songs I sung. When I was playing with my brother, happy was I. Oh, take me to my kind old mother. They let me live or die. Oh, the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, comrades, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. Oh, 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 When tenement among the mansions, one that I love. Still sets my heart ever expanding, no matter where I roam. Until my people get their freedom, I will live alone. One day we're gonna come into our kingdom here in our earthly home. Oh, the world, it is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, my people, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks, far from them old folks, far from the old folks at home. The rioting that broke out on July 13th, 1863 in New York City was startling in its ferocity. It was ostensibly, supposedly against the draft, but African Americans were singled out, and many were strung up to lampposts, and others run out of their homes. Special attention, too, was paid to the amalgamationists. And in that long, hot summer of 1863, many's the African-American man and his Irish wife had to flee the city. It took the Army of the Potomac 3 days to get to New York City and put down the rioting, but in that short space of time, a whole generation of integration disappeared overnight. The dance halls owned by the African Americans and frequented by the Irish were boarded up and shuttered. Stephen Foster felt this probably more keenly than most because he loved to go to the dance halls and see the bands composed of Irish and African Americans swapping their rhythms and their melodies. And more than anything, he loved to watch them come up with the dance steps that would later be called tap dancing. Let us pause in life's pleasure, count how many tears, while we also sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in my ears. Oh, hard times I come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times I come again no more. Many days you've lingered all around my tenement door. Oh, hard times I come again no more. while we seek mirth and beauty, music, light, and gay. They're hot, fainting at the door. Though their voices be silent, their pleading looks will say, hard times I come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Oh, hard times I come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my tenement door. Oh, hard times I come again no more. Oh, there's a pale, drooping woman, toils her life away with a worn-out heart, a better days behind her. Though her voice could be merry, she's a sighing all the day. Hard times I come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times I come again no more. Many days you have lingered all around my tenement door. Whoa, hard times I come again no more. Oh, hard times I come again no more. Oh, hard times I come again no more. Oh, hard times I come again no, I come again no, I come again no. Hard times I come again no, I come again no, I come again no. Hard times come again no more. The end wasn't long in coming, although Foster kept writing every day. It was he had this mania to create. He was still out there trying to come up with something new, something unique. I want you to picture Stephen Foster now in the back room of that dilapidated, seedy saloon. The back room had no windows, filthy sawdust on the floor, drunks staggering all around him as he wrote his last song, cut off from family, friends, and home. What was he thinking? What thoughts must have been going through his mind? Because never was there a song more beautiful, more sublime, more full of hope and longing and loss. Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me, starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. beautiful dreamer, queen of my song. L'histoire, I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Beautiful dreamer, out on the sea, mermaids are chanting a wild orally. Over the streamlets, vapors are born, waiting to fade at the bright coming morn. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Foster took ill in the American Hotel on the Bowery in the first weeks of January 1864. The story goes that he was feverish, got up out of bed, tripped, fell, and knocked over a jug, fell on the jug and cut his throat, perhaps. But what we do know is that he was found naked and bleeding in the lobby of the American Hotel by his best friend at the time, George Cooper, who rushed him up to Bellevue Hospital. Foster's brother, Morrison, and Foster's wife, Jeannie, hastened in from Pittsburgh, but they didn't make it in time. Foster passed away just before they arrived. Jeannie was overcome with grief at the sight of her estranged husband, and she remained with the body, but Morrison hastened down to Stephen's bare room in the American Hotel and destroyed any unbecoming correspondence, just as he had done through most of Stephen Foster's adult life. For Morrison wanted no whiff of scandal and wanted to maintain the dignity of the Foster family and to look out for Stephen's reputation. And so, Stephen Foster died much as he had lived, mysteriously, enigmatically. But what a legacy he has left us. Most of today's popular music stems directly from Foster, for he gathered all the different strains of immigrant music that was flooding into the country at that point and combined it with the African American music and the gospel music that he loved so well, and came up finally with that one thing that he'd been searching for all his life, trying to create American music. And what did Foster gain from it all? Well, he died at the age of 37, leaving only one possession, a battered old wallet containing 38 cents and a scrap of paper on which he had meticulously written 5 words: dear friends and gentle hearts. Whenever times are trouble and the world tears me apart, I turn to you, brothers. You keep me strong, oh dear friends and gentle hearts. Dear friends and gentle hearts. Yeah! Whenever hope has withered and my faith in life is gone, I turn to you, brothers and sisters. You will keep me strong, dear friends and gentle hearts. Dear friends and gentle hearts. Oh yeah, come on, you can clap your hands. Come on. Yeah, you got it. Whenever time ain't worth living and I just can't carry on, I'll lay my head upon your shoulder, brother. Keep me strong, dear friends and gentle hearts. Dear friends and gentle hearts. There will come a time when I reach those pearly gates, but before I do, love will diminish. Hey, 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 oh yeah! Whenever times are troubled and the world tears me apart, I gain my strength from you and the courage you impart. Dear friends and gentle hearts. Dear friends and gentle hearts. Dear friends and gentle hearts. Oh yeah! Friends and gentle hearts. Friends and gentle hearts. Friends and gentle hearts. Friends and gentle hearts. Yeah! Come on! Put your hands together. Let's go! Come on! For Foster. We got it. You're happening. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Gone Louisiana, my true love for the sea. Rained all night the day I left, the weather it was fine. Sun so high I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Dreamed the other night when everything was still. Thought I saw Susanna dear coming down the hill. A whiskey jar was in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. The army's coming on for more. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Thank you so much. Springfield, yeah. First time ever I did this. I'm amazed I got through it. Thank you.